completing vehicle weight-related fields in the CR-3 crash form. From 2015 to 2019, there were 21,107 fatal motor vehicle crashes involving a CMV in the United States, of which 13% occurred on Texas roadways. Given the size of the CMV crash problem in Texas, there is a critical need for Texas crash data to be as complete and accurate as possible. Several safety stakeholders use CRIS data to identify and address traffic safety problems involving large trucks. This data-driven approach is only effective if it has a foundation of high-quality data. Incorrect or incomplete data can lead to missing the most important problems or the application of less effective countermeasures. Funding and personnel resources may also be misdirected. What is a commercial motor vehicle? Let's start by defining a CMV. According to the Texas Transportation Code, a CMV is any motor vehicle or towed vehicle with a gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR, or a registered gross vehicle weight, RGVW, whichever is greater of 10,001 pounds or more, or any combination of vehicles where the gross combined weight rating or the total RGVW of the combination is 10,001 pounds or more. Any vehicle with a passenger seating capacity of 9 or more, including the driver and used for the transportation of persons. Any motor vehicle hauling hazardous materials that is required to be placarded under the Hazardous Materials Transportation Act. The CMV section in the CR-3 is designed to collect information regarding the involvement of commercial motor vehicles in traffic crashes and must be completed for each commercial motor vehicle involved in the crash. From the perspective of recording information in the CR-3, motor vehicles with a body style coded as truck tractor, bus, or yellow school bus is automatically considered a CMV, and the CMV section must be completed. Why should vehicle weight information be recorded in the CR-3? Commercial motor vehicles, or CMVs, are complex vehicles, often with a cab and one or more attached trailers. Information about the weight of a vehicle involved in a crash is important to determine whether it should be classified as a CMV or not, identify safety risk, and develop and evaluate safety countermeasures. What is GVWR, GCWR, and RGVW? CMVs can have different parameters and ratings that define how much weight it can carry. A vehicle's gross vehicle weight rating and gross combined weight rating are based on parameters established by the chassis manufacturer because the truck chassis indicates the proper ratings for safe operation of the vehicle, by itself or in combination with a trailer. The gross vehicle weight rating is the weight of the fully equipped vehicle plus its net carrying capacity as assigned by the manufacturer. This number includes the curb weight of the vehicle, all occupants, and all cargo. The gross combined weight rating is the combined weight of the vehicle and its attached trailer, plus the net carrying capacity of all passengers and cargo in both the towing vehicle and the trailer. Registered gross vehicle weight is the registered weight of the fully equipped vehicle plus its gross carrying capacity as shown on the registration certificate issued by the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. In Texas, it is possible to register a truck or truck tractor that has a weight of more than 10,000 pounds, used in combination with a semi-trailer that has a weight of more than 6,000 pounds for a total gross weight equal to the combined weight of all the vehicles in the combination, provided that the total exceeds 18,000 pounds. A truck or truck tractor registered under this provision is issued a license plate bearing the word combination. A trailer used with this type of combination registration requires a token trailer license plate. Any truck or truck tractor power unit or combination that is used or intended to be used for commerce across state lines requires an apportioned registration, provided that its gross weight or registered gross vehicle weight exceeds 26,000 pounds or the power unit has more than 3 axles. A truck or truck tractor registered under this provision is issued a license plate bearing the word apportioned. When to enter vehicle weight information in the CR-3. The 10,001 plus pounds indicator in the CMV section must be checked when any motor vehicle or towed vehicle with a gross vehicle weight rating or registered gross vehicle weight, whichever is greater, is 10,001 pounds or more, or any combination of vehicles where the gross combined weight rating or the combined registered gross vehicle weight is 10,001 pounds or more. On occasion, the gross vehicle weight rating and the registered gross vehicle weight will differ. In such situations, the greater weight value should be used to determine if this section must be completed. The CMV section data field in the CR-3 is used to capture either the gross vehicle weight rating found on the vehicle manufacturer identification plate or the registered gross vehicle weight determined by looking at the registration receipt or by requesting a registration check through Texas Law Enforcement Telecommunications Systems or TLETS. Anytime a CMV unit exists, the unit description field is coded as a motor vehicle or a towed or pushed vehicle or trailer, and the hit-and-run flag is not marked. Then the GVWR or RGVW indicator must be checked and completed. Determining what vehicle weight information to enter in the CR-3. The gross vehicle weight rating of a motor vehicle can normally be found on an information plate on the driver's door or doorpost. The gross vehicle weight rating of a trailer can normally be found on an information plate near the front left portion of the trailer. If the vehicle does not contain an information plate or it is illegible, use the registered gross vehicle weight. On the vehicles registered in Texas, the registered gross vehicle weight is shown on the registration receipt as gross weight. All commercial motor vehicles are required to carry the registration receipt. In the event the registration receipt is not available, the registered gross vehicle weight can be obtained by a complete registration check. However, registered gross vehicle weight will not be available if the vehicle has exempt license plates, is an older vehicle, or is a heavy equipment. In such instances, the gross vehicle weight rating must be used. If the gross vehicle weight rating is used to determine the need to complete this section, the gross vehicle weight rating for the motor vehicle and each trailer must be obtained. If the registered gross vehicle weight is used to determine the need to complete this section, the registered gross vehicle weight should be obtained for each motor vehicle and trailer in the combination unless the combination is registered as a combination token or apportioned vehicle. In such situations, the license plates will indicate combination, token, or apportioned. The registered gross vehicle weight for out-of-state vehicles and trailers may be obtained from registration receipts issued by the licensing state, temporary permits, cab cards, or other documents. Steps for completing vehicle weight information in the CR-3. Determine the gross vehicle weight rating or registered gross vehicle weight of the vehicle. Check the 10,001 plus pounds indicator in the CMV section if the gross vehicle weight rating or registered gross vehicle weight, whichever is greater, is 10,001 pounds or more, or any combination of vehicles where the gross combined weight rating or the combined registered gross vehicle weight is 10,001 pounds or more. Enter the CMV unit number that identifies the unit involved in the crash. If the CMV unit exists, the unit description field is coded as a motor vehicle and the hit-and-run flag is not marked, then the GVWR or RGVW field must be checked and the vehicle weight must be entered. The GVWR must be a number between 1 and 250,000 pounds. The RGVW must be a number between 0 and 80,000 pounds. If the CMV unit identified in this section is towing a trailer, enter the trailer unit number that identifies the unit involved in the crash. A trailer attached to a power unit must be included in the unit count and listed as a separate unit. If the unit description field for the trailer unit is coded as a towed or pushed vehicle or trailer and the hit-and-run flag is not marked, then the GVWR or the RGVW field must be checked and completed. Further, if the trailer unit's body style is TL for trailer, semi-trailer, or pole trailer, then the GVWR or the RGVW field must be completed. If the CMV unit identified in this section is towing more than one trailer, enter the vehicle weight information for additional trailers. If the vehicle is registered as a combination token or apportioned vehicle, the entire registered gross vehicle weight will be shown on the power unit and the trailer will not carry a registered gross vehicle weight. In such instances, show the registered gross vehicle weight of the combination for the power unit and show 0 for the trailer. Helpful resources. If you need help with any portion of the CR-3 crash report, there are a variety of resources that can help. You may call the CRIS Help Desk at 844-CRIS-HLP or use their chat function and review the CR-100 guidance document. There are also crash data analysis trainings and FMCSA tip cards for CMV crashes, all of which you can access online at no cost. This is the end of the segment for completing vehicle weight related fields in the CR-3. If you wish to learn more about how the CR3 crash data is connected to other systems and how it affects decision-making, please continue to watch.
How CR3 crash data is connected to other systems. While it may seem like the main uses of your CR3 crash reports are insurance companies and courts, the reality is that your data is connected to many systems maintained by Texas agencies. Without even knowing it, you may have contributed to and benefited from these systems. When you complete a CR3 crash form or make a traffic stop, you access data from 3 statewide systems through your agency software: driver's license, Department of Motor Vehicles, and the Roadway Data System. These data systems provide you with the information to support your safety. The Texas Department of Public Safety Driver's License Division has custodial responsibility of the Texas Driver Data System, which contains nearly 23 million records. This database ensures you have up-to-date driver's license information when you have a traffic encounter. The driver system maintains all critical information, including driver's personal information, license type, endorsements, status, conviction history, crash involvement, and driver training. The state's driver data system interacts with the National Driver Register's Problem Driver Pointer System and the Commercial Driver's License Information System. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles has custodial responsibility for the state's vehicle data system that maintains all vehicle title and registration records in the registration and title system. Critical information related to ownership and identification of the state's vehicles, such as vehicle make, model, year of manufacture, body type, and title brands, is stored in RTS. TextDMV validates every vehicle identification number via the Vintelligence verification software. The state provides title information for original Texas titles and salvage and non-repairable titles to the National Motor Vehicle Title Information System. This system ensures you have accurate vehicle information during traffic encounters. The Texas Department of Transportation is the agency responsible for collecting and maintaining the roadway information for the state. Roadway and traffic data elements are maintained within a statewide linear referencing system. Through the system, TxDOT maintains data on over 300,000 miles of public road. When you provide geographic reference points, it enables linkages between road, traffic data, bridge, and pavement condition databases in the Geospatial Roadway Inventory database. Local data is submitted to TxDOT, then validated to be included in the system. Crash data flows into 3 primary registry types: EMS or trauma registries, CRIS, and local agency record management systems. The EMS and trauma registries are managed by the Department of State Health Services Office of Injury Prevention. The Texas EMS and Trauma Registries is an online reporting system that collects legislatively mandated data on all EMS runs, traumatic brain injuries, spinal cord injuries, submersions, and other traumatic injuries based upon a specified criterion. The purpose of registries is to monitor and analyze the EMS and trauma care systems. Data is used to perform epidemiological investigations to identify public health issues and support injury prevention projects, which ultimately improve the efficiency and quality of care that patients receive in Texas. This data is used by the Texas Traffic Records Coordinating Committee to investigate a variety of traffic safety-related issues, including the examination of EMS response time and impacts of not getting individuals involved in crashes to trauma hospitals within the golden hour. This information informs infrastructure improvements and resource allocation to support all first responders. CRIS is the central repository for crash records. Crash data is used by many traffic safety stakeholders to conduct problem identification, project prioritization, and resource allocation. Problem identification is conducted for the Highway Safety Plan. The crash analysis and visualization tool is used to enhance the process of selecting safety projects to submit for HSIP funding consideration. Many law enforcement agencies are using data-driven strategies to make decisions on staffing and scheduling, which includes using crash data. CRIS data flows into the Fatality Analysis Reporting System, which is a nationwide census providing NHTSA, Congress, and the American public yearly data regarding fatal injuries suffered in motor vehicle traffic crashes. Crash data also flows into each law enforcement agency's own record management system that houses their agency data. Agencies use this data to inform decisions and identify areas that need increased enforcement. Information from law enforcement agencies' RMSs flow into court CMSs. Texas does not have a unified court system and lacks a statewide citation system. Instead, courts and law enforcement agencies are independent of one another regarding the management of citations. There are numerous court management systems and records management systems in use by courts and law enforcement agencies around the state. Consequently, there is no citation data uniformity across the state, and records are created and stored by each individual agency instead of a central reporting system and repository. CRIS and court CMS data flow into driver records. In some cases, a court may require an individual to seek drug or alcohol treatment. Documentation of court-ordered treatment fulfillment resides in the court CMS. As you can see, the information you provide has lasting effect because it is used to support safety, funding, and infrastructure decisions across the state and in your community. Thank you for your commitment to providing quality data.